Oracle stock has already fallen hard, but is the biggest move still ahead? The higher time frames remain under pressure, key support levels are being tested, and one major price zone could decide whether Oracle stock rebounds or breaks down towards even lower levels. Let's dive into the charts and let's find out where Oracle stock could be headed next. But before we go over the top-down analysis, I want to go over this winning trade I gave you guys on the last episode, which was on the daily chart. I was seeing a head and shoulder pattern here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. The trigger was around $175, and as you can see, the measured move was taking us all the way down to about $100. Now we didn't make it to $100 yet, but we did make it as low as $114. That's almost like 80% of the measured move, so congratulations on whoever took this trade. This is a big win for the flex candle community. Now starting off here with the monthly chart, right now the price of Oracle is at $120.08, and for the month of June we had a big red engulfing candle losing the 21 moving average, and we were able to hold above the 50 moving average. But now for July we actually lost the 50 moving average, and we're trying to hold up on the 80 moving average, which is at $113.41. Now I was telling you guys that I'm seeing overall a head and shoulder pattern here, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and if we close like this the month of July, we already pretty much broke the midline, and we already triggered about, you could say, almost half of the measured move. Now the full measured move takes us almost to this 200 moving average, which is around $70. As you can see, the stochastics RSI are rolling over. The RSI is below the 50, so we cannot hold above the 80 moving average, the 100 moving average. Then we could fall down to this 200 moving average. Is looking more and more likely unless we could rebound back up. Now we are getting a little far from the 21 moving average, which is at $185, so maybe we could get some type of relief rally, or maybe we go sideways here until the 21 moving average catches up to price. That'll probably create like a little bear flag, and then that'll give us the rest of the measured move. Now on the weekly time frame, we see that the stochastics are starting to reset, but we're not pointing up yet. This is still looking bearish. We're below all the moving averages, especially the 200 moving average. Now since this is about to reset, if we could start pointing up, maybe we could have a rally towards the 200 moving average at $147. But if we cannot get back above the 200 moving average, I do expect more downside. If we get back above the 200, then we have to get back above the 21 and eventually break above this 50 moving average at $195.24 to get bullish again on the Oracle stock. As long as we remain below this 50 moving average, to me, we are in a bear market for Oracle. On the daily time frame, this is where the head and shoulder pattern did play out most of the measured move. We are getting toppy here on the stochastics RSI. This looks like we are headed towards this 21 moving average at 131, but again, if we cannot get through this 21 moving average and ultimately get back above this 200 moving average, we are still bearish. So let's see what ends up happening once these stochastics reset. Where are we going to be? Are we going to be above the 21 moving average? If we're below it, I think the rest of that measured move towards $100 or possibly even towards $70 could be next. On the 4-hour time frame, we see that also the stochastics RSI are toppy here, pretty similar to the daily. We're below all the major moving averages, and we haven't been able to get back above this 21 moving average. Since we are toppy here, I feel like we are possibly going to continue to roll over and make the rest of that measured move. And on the 1-hour time frame, stochastics, we're on the way down, but now I'm starting to see a curvature back up. We're starting to get above the 50 on the RSI, and we just pierced above the 21 moving average. Now ultimately we still have to be bearish here, but if we could stay above the 21 moving average and slowly take the 50, the 80, and the 100 moving average, there's a little gap here in the VRVP. We could possibly come back and test this 200 moving average at $140, and then let's see if we could break above it. Ultimately we have to get back above this 200 moving average to try to get up to higher levels. If we get rejected on any one of these moving averages, I do expect more downside, but I could see a world where we do have a slight relief rally, possibly to 140, even to about 160. But if we cannot get above those levels, then I think eventually we do fall down to test $100 on Oracle and possibly lower. All right guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.